Hello, Aries. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading, focused on the second half of March from the 16th through the 31st. General, as always, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you, release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. And I will include a link to the decks and creators that you see here today. And as always, cross watchers are welcome. Aries, so let's begin. These are the two decks that I've chosen for the focus cards this time around. So we're going to pull a card from When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission, Heather Falona, and then we'll go ahead and grab a card by Mystic Moon, Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Okay, so let's get started and see where this goes for you. What's your first focus card? In love and life. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. Let's grab this one. We have vulnerability. Okay, so maybe at this time you're feeling really vulnerable with people, whether romantic in nature or not, or just overall vibe when it comes to your life. So we're going to have to, of course, see what the rest of the cards bring forward. And obviously, you'll already know if you're feeling very vulnerable in certain situations. All right, so what else do your spirit guides have to share with you for the second half of March? I am guided to this card right here. Beautiful. 1111, if you happen to be seeing this number or this time, spiritual awakening, okay? You are on the right path. So even though you're feeling vulnerable right now, possibly because you just don't know what the future has in store, or you don't know where you're headed, or you might be a little bit confused as to what choices you have in front of you when it comes to your life or even love life. Spirit's wanting you to know that you're in the right zone. You know, you're on the right path in your life. You're going through this spiritual awakening. That's also a card that is a make-a-wish number, so go for it. You know, it might just manifest itself. All right, guys, so let's see what else. We're going to go into a couple of decks by Sister Moon Tarot. I wanted to start with the masculine first. This is the Moody Moon Messages Masculine Edition. Okay, so I'm going to set these guys aside. I'll refer to them throughout the reading if I have to. So where is the masculine right now? Aries and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides for Aries. All right, guys, so where is the masculine at on this journey for the second half of the month? We do have infidelity here. Cheating, deception, and cheating. Cheating, deception, and secrets. I don't know what is up with me. So infidelity, there could have certainly been infidelity going on in your partnership, my feminine, with your masculine. Take that only if it makes sense for you. We do have music, art, and creative inspired. So you might have a masculine here who's a musician. They might play an instrument. They could be very creative in the arts and just tapped into whatever inspires them at this point in time. This could also be a career move for the masculine, but also it could be the feminine that inspires this masculine. But clearly something happened here when it came to infidelity in the partnership. So they're doing a whole lot of soul searching right now with that introspective card searching. They're feeling a little bit withdrawn, or at this point they might be single. This is a very solitary type energy. They might not be with anyone right now, and they're just kind of going within, trying to figure out what went wrong in their life, what could have changed, what changes they do need to implement in their life to move forward and to take things towards a better direction. And I love this recognition, realizing, waking up, listening. So they're slowly waking up or having that awakening when it comes to actions that they have taken in the past that ended up hurting the dynamic of the relationship and ultimately creating a barrier or distance between the masculine and feminine. They're finally realizing the error of their ways, perhaps. And it's caused them to be very sad. depressed, grief, forlorn. But I'm just getting, based off of the progression and combination of these messages, that unfortunately this masculine did this to themselves by cheating on the feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some additional messages now. We're going to focus on the Divine Feminine with the Moody Moon Messages Feminine version. Again, by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. In love and life, second half of March. All right, feminines, where are you at on this journey right now? Devising. Crazy and calculated, but acting calm and collected. Okay, so on the surface, you're cool, calm, collected. Maybe your friends, your family, people that are around you, they don't even know that you're actually in this type of energy inside your heart, you know, that you're feeling a little bit crazy, as it says, you know. And so that might have a lot to do with this infidelity that happened in the partnership, because we've got grief followed by anxious. This sadness feels like too much to bear sometimes. You're both sad, but for varying degrees and for different reasons. This masculine could be sad because they cheated on the feminine. And of course, my feminines, you're sad because you were the victim of all of that. But you're also feeling quite anxious at this time, just trying to get some relief. And for some of you guys, that relief might be that you're either focused on other people, maybe you're just spending time with friends, with family, or possibly even dating someone else at this point. But there's still this very anxious energy, I feel, because you haven't fully healed from this whole situation with your masculine. And when this infidelity was going on, it's a natural reaction to be jealous, because the person that you are so invested in your heart is interested with someone else, or they are with someone else. And it does say this jealousy makes me feel like an awful person. So, you know, maybe you were even feeling guilty because you felt that way. But you, more than likely, were observing this masculine either on social media, or maybe you've heard about this other relationship that they were in. But at the end of the day, obviously, you figured out, and it came to pass, that they were cheating. There were secrets here. They were being deceptive in the relationship. We also have intuitive. I can feel your energy even though you aren't here. So even though you're not with your masculine, my feminines, you're still picking up off of their vibe, their energy. And maybe that's why you guys are both sad. Sad because you're not together. Sad because of what's happened in the partnership. Third parties, infidelities, cheating, deception, lies, secrets. Look at that. You're tired, you know. You're tired of feeling sad. You're tired of having to deal with whatever happened between you and your masculine. And you're ready for a new beginning here, whether it's with your masculine or on your own. So we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper to see what's up with that. Okay? So I'm going to set these guys aside so I have a little bit more room. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here. I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. So, a very difficult situation with infidelity. That's pretty much the main theme of this reading. And there was heartbreak, there was sadness, depression, grief. You're both going through that grieving process. But I do feel that this masculine has some regrets. They're waking up. You know, maybe they're finally listening to their gut, their intuition, and even other people that have told them that what they did was wrong. For Aries, please. Six of Cups. They're thinking about you. They're feeling very nostalgic about the connection. They want a reunion. They want to come back. Look at that. You've got the Sun. So there is a chance for you guys to come into union once again, because this sun's energy is very happy. So despite the infidelity and the cheating, if there has been enough time that has passed, if there has been enough time towards healing between the two of you, perhaps, my feminines, you would be open to the opportunity to have your masculine return and to make amends and to apologize and to come back. Could even result in a future marriage for some of you. And there are those of you perhaps that were already married and there was infidelity in the marriage, which resulted in a separation. And they want to come back. They want to return. And it's up to the feminine here. That's just how the cards are presenting itself. It's up to the feminine whether this union or reunion can actually happen. If it's reversed for your situation, Aries, if it was actually the feminine that was in another relationship, and if there was infidelity on the part of the feminine, then, take it that way. But based off of the cards that are coming through here, this is the masculine right here. Whoever resonates with the masculine energy is the one that cheated. So we've got the Three of Wands, okay? Wands is your own fire energy, Aries. You're looking ahead. You're focusing on the future. I feel it especially for my feminines here. You're tired. You're just ready to welcome in a new beginning, whether you are with your masculine or not. This could represent a long distance romance for some of my feminines here, okay? But it gets you to a point where you're actually content and happy with where life takes you. We've got the Nine of Swords here, okay? Fear, anxiety, deep unhappiness, trauma, depression. I'm not surprised to see this. Maybe you've both kind of lost sleep over this, just staying up late at night, unable to just find peace in your heart over how things played out between the two of you. This could also be a huge part of the energy that the masculine is in, because through this awakening, through recognizing what they've done, there's a lot of regrets here. And maybe they're just feeling a little bit hopeless that there's been too much damage to try to fix this. And with that Seven of Wands, which is more of your own fire energy, Aries, maybe you're on the defensive right now, and you're just taking the high road. That's a part of the vibe of the Seven of Wands. You're just kind of doing your own thing. Again, getting yourself onto the right path in your life with that 1111 card. Because the Seven of Wands can also mean that there was competition here. That competition is what resulted in that infidelity. Entertaining other options. But this masculine, I feel, through this recognition and waking up and realizing what it is that they need to do at this point, we do have this masculine coming in as the King of Cups right there. Someone who is in a much better space, emotionally balanced. This king is ready to offer that cup of love to the feminine. They're ready to love you. They still care for you. So my feminines, if you are still open to this masculine coming into your life, then it might not be a done deal. It might not be. But clearly with that Eight of Cups, some of you guys walked away from this connection because there was cheating and deception. No surprise there, And then we've got the Ace of Swords, a new beginning. This is a breakthrough for this masculine, I feel. It's giving them, through this recognition card, realizing, waking up, listening. That's their breakthrough moment to be able to cut whatever this was. This whole situation with infidelity, cutting out a third party, ending whatever they had going on with somebody else. in order to create this reunion with the Six of Cups and the Sun, that can't be happening. And my feminines, you wouldn't accept them back anyway if that was still going on. So Ace of Swords is giving you guys the opportunity for that new beginning, to be able to allow this masculine to think clearly and what it is that they need to do now. That is what's coming through there. Okay, so let's add to this. I wanted to go ahead and grab some cards from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. And it's been raining here and it's super cloudy. And I'm going to turn on my little light over here. Maybe that'll help. Okay, let's take a look and see. Aries, what else do you need to know at this time? And specifically, my feminines, are you on the fence about a reunion? Are you okay? The timing might be off for some of you. This card reads, life is so simple for some people. They meet someone, they fall in love, they get married and live happily ever after. With us, it wasn't as simple. We met, we became friends and more than friends, but life had other plans, other commitments, other obligations. It wasn't our time. Perhaps in our next lifetime it will be. You know, it doesn't have to be next lifetime, but for some of you guys, it might be. However, if timing is off, or if it was off before, perhaps with a reunion, you know, there's a way for you guys to correct that. We've got him, which is picking up off of this masculine right here. So this card says, we are all different and unique in our own way, yet we are all the same. We love, we live, we laugh, we dream. We hope, we hurt, we heal, and we cry too. Don't underestimate our soft side. We do have one, and are just as weak and vulnerable as you are. Sometimes we can move mountains to be with you, make your dreams come true, and win you with our charms. Okay? So that's a part of this masculine's energies. And perhaps part of this message as well is letting you know, feminines, that they have changed, that they've been able to work on themselves. They have taken the time to heal. Being apart has made them cry. It's caused them to feel very vulnerable. We've got declaration. That tattoo says, I love you. Fear, shyness, apprehension, hesitation, uncertainty, rejection, anxiety. So you're both feeling anxious, because remember, my feminines, you ended up getting the anxious card right there. You're both feeling anxious about how things are. And it says, it stops us from saying it, but it's always so nice to hear it from the one who matters most to your heart. You matter to this masculine's heart, my feminines, and the love is still here. And perhaps through their growth and awakening, they are now ready to acknowledge the fact that they made a mistake, that they hurt you. We have ripped. What I get from this is, by hurting you, they ended up hurting themselves. I've never known the kind of love that could break me open to such depth of emotion, passion, and feelings until you came into my life, knowing that we belong together, and yet unable to bring desire and my dreams into reality. It breaks my heart into a billion shattered pieces. So these are things that they are trying to work through, to be able to overcome the challenges within themselves, as well as trying to figure out what is it that they need to do in order to approach the feminine with the opportunity to reconcile. And all of these things could have been realized after the fact, after you guys broke up and they've had a chance to really reassess what they've done through the infidelities and cheating and the lies and the secrets. We have again, I have never desired anyone as much as I want you. I can't stop myself from thinking about your kiss. The way you touch me, make love to me. I can feel you with me even when you're not near. I know you want me just as much. Let's make this a reality again. Now remember, from the feminine's message, this intuitive Message right here, I can feel your energy even though you aren't here. I can feel you with me even when you're not near. Two different decks, very similar message. So I feel this could be from the masculine, and clearly this is from a deck focused on the feminine. There are certain perceptions of the connection here, and you guys are more on the same page than you realize here. Very interesting. And bottom of the deck, we've got the divine feminine, girl power. I am powerful, but I can be fragile. I am strong, but I can be weak. I am beautiful, but I can feel ugly. I am laughter, but I can be serious. I am joy, but I can be sad. I am love, but I can be hurt. Take me for everything that I am. Don't try to change me. I am who I am. So you're both speaking up in this reading. The masculine and the feminine, both stating your case. You know, my feminines, you're definitely coming through, letting the masculine know. It's like, look, there are many aspects to my personality and who I represent as a person. I may look powerful, but I can be hurt too. And you ended up hurting me. And this masculine could very well be saying, it's like, I ended up hurting myself when I hurt you. And I took the time to heal, and I now recognize what I've done. So ultimately, can we try again? Will you give me another try? Will you give me another chance to make things right? That is what I am getting from that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional cards from this deck by Angelic Revelation 144. It's called Ghostly Whispers of Love Oracle. And some of the messages, because this deck, I believe, was created for those who have lost a loved one, those who have had a loved one, whether romantic, a family member, or a relative or friend who has passed on. But it can also apply to those who are in separation. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. So if you do relate to the fact that you have lost a loved one who has passed on, maybe they will be communicating here. This says, Spirit, my spirit watches over you daily. Okay? So that really can apply to all sorts of scenarios here. But we do have a male figure right here. So I'm feeling it more so for the masculines, that the masculine is watching out or watching over you. Feminines, maybe you're feeling their energies, which that already did come through. Again, I can feel your energy even though you aren't here. We have best friends, eternally best friends. You guys could have started off as friends, as the very best of friends, and turned into the very best of lovers and linked romantically. It's just that with the infidelity here, this masculine definitely ended up hurting the feminine. Look at this. Divine partner. I am your divine partner. United, we are always together in spirit. And here's another message about watching. Watching when you dance, my spirit loves to watch. Somebody could be a dancer here, okay? But what I get from both of these cards with the reference to watching, I kind of get that you guys might be keeping tabs on each other on social media. That's how you're watching each other. But clearly coming through that, there's a soul bond here. Best friends who can come back together as divine partners. It's beautiful. Okay. So there's a chance here, guys. Of course, my feminines, if you're open to it, giving your masculine another chance to return, they definitely are communicating that they would like to try again. So it's your decision. It's your call. All right, so let's wrap it up here, guys, with some songs. This time I'm going to pull from this Lyricism deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. All right, what songs are going to wrap up this reading here for you? And I love how we do have music, art, creative, and inspired with this card from the masculine. So these songs could be from your masculine, my feminines, but, you know, take whatever resonates with you as well. So let's see. If it's meant to be, let it be, baby. Just let it be. Yep. If it's meant to be. Absolutely. If you guys are meant to come back together, life will find a way. When you find yourself lying helpless in her arms, you know you really love a woman. All right, so this masculine could also be remembering those intimate moments that you guys have shared, and perhaps there was that one moment once they finally realized that you are the one that they love, and they want that again. Baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love you. Okay? They're missing those intimate moments. The sexual chemistry is still here. So is the love. Let's grab another. One more song. Sex is something that we should do. Sex is something for me and you. See, they're thinking about you sexually, the chemistry, the physical connection, all of those things that they've been fantasizing about from a distance. There's that part of the relationship, of course, but clearly they are coming through here, letting you know that they love you. You know, it's not just sex. It's not just the physical. They love you also. Okay, so you have their heart and their body. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of this makes sense for you helps you out. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you next time.